everyone, welcome to my class. Myself Arpita Paul and I am back again with another new video. And in my today's tutorial, I will tell you mathematical library methods used in Java. Okay, in my previous video, I have already explained what are the mathematical library methods and how to use it. Some of the popular mathematical library methods I have already explained in my previous video. If you haven't yet watched the video, please go through the video and the link is given in my description box. Okay, so in today's tutorial, I will tell you about many other mathematical library methods which are popularly used in program. Okay, so let's start the class. So in the table, you can see all the mathematical library methods. So the first one you can see math.max. Purpose of this max method is to calculate the maximum value to return the maximum value out of two values. So let me show you with a simple example how it works. So here is the program for max method. You can see here I have declared a class named maximum. Maximum is not a keyword, so you can easily use it for your class name. Okay, max is the keyword here. Then within the class I have declared the main method public static void main string args. Then within the main method I have declared one variable which is integer type and named p. Int space p. Why we are declaring this variable? To store the maximum value. Okay, then separating with equals to, we are writing within bracket int. Why we are doing this? This is called typecasting. We are doing this because all the output should be in integer form. Okay, so this we have to do to get the output. If we are not doing this, then error will be coming in our program. Then after this we are writing max.math.max. then within bracket we will provide two values. Okay, here two values can be any value and it's not compulsory that you have to write the greater value or the lesser value first and then the next one will be greater or the lesser value. You can write any value anywhere, and out of these two values the highest value will be stored within the variable p. Okay, so I have given here another example 75 comma 25. So for 36 and 54, 54 will be the answer, and for 75 and 25, for 75 will be the answer. Okay, so let me show you the output. So compile the class compiled, no syntax error. Minimize the window, right click on your class, click on void main, click on OK. So you can see the output maximum value equals to 54 and maximum value is equals to 75. Okay, this is how you will get maximum value out of only two values. Okay, so the next method you can see here, the math.mean method. Okay, so this purpose of this mean method is to return the minimum value out of two value. The working principle of mean method is same like max, only instead of maximum value it will return the minimum value. Okay, let me show you the example. You can see here in the program I have written the same program, only I have changed the method here. Instead of writing max I have written math.mean, then within bracket two values separating with commas, and another example I have given same values I have used. Okay, so same way you will write, only you will change the method here. Okay, so let me show you the output for this minimum method. Compile the program, class compiled, no syntax error. Right click on your class, click on void main, click on OK. So you can see the output, minimum value is equals to 36, minimum value is equals to 25. Okay, so this is showing the minimum value out of two values. So the next method is math.ceil method. It is used to find the next integer value that is greater than or equal to the argument or mathematical integer. So basically whatever value we will enter, it will return you the next biggest or largest round of number. Okay, let me show you how it works. You can see the program here. I have written one class named library1, then within the class I have written the main method, and then within the main method I have declared one variable p which is integer type. Then equals to, within bracket I have written int, then math.ceil 10.25. Okay, so 10.25 to the for the largest nearest round of value of 10.25 is 11. Okay, not 10. For the purpose of the ceil method is to return the next largest round of value, not the lowest one. Okay, so if we round off 10.25, basically it should be 10, but purpose of the CEL method is to return the next largest round of value. So the output will be 11. And I have provided another example here, 20.89. For 20.89, the output will be 21. Okay, so let me show you the output. So compile the program. Class compiled, no syntax error. Minimize the window. Right click on your class, click on void main, click on OK. You can see the output value is 11 and for 10.25 and value is 21 for 20 point something. Okay, so this is how the CEL function works. So the next method is math.floor method. Purpose of the floor method is just opposite to the CEL method. It is used to find the previous integer value which is less than or equal to the argument or mathematical integer. So basically purpose of the floor method is to return the lowest or previous rounded off integer value. Okay, just opposite to the CEL method. Let me show you with a simple example. So you can see the class here, library 2. Within the class main method I have written, then within the main method same way I have declared the variable p int space p, then equals to, provided the bracket and mentioned int here for typecasting, then math.floor provided the same value 10.25, the same example which I have given in the CEL example. For CEL method 11 was returned, but for floor method 10 will be returned as output. Okay, because purpose of the floor method is to return the lowest or the smallest rounded off integer value. Okay, for 20.89 the floor method will return 20 here. Okay, so let me show you the output. Compile the program. Class compiled, no syntax error. Minimize the window. Click on the class, click on void main, click on OK. See, you can see the output value is 10 and value is 20. So 10 for 10.25 and 20 for 20.89. Okay, so floor method and CEL method is just opposite to each other. Okay, so the next method is math.random method. So purpose of this random method is to return a random value only in between 0 to 1. Okay, so it returns a value equal or greater than 0 and less than 1. So the range is between 0 to 1, which is equal or greater than 0, but of course less than 1. It can be any random value. We don't know what value it will display. While I am showing the output, there can be any value. While you are running the same program, that the output can be a different one. Okay, because it will show you a random value within this range 0 to 1. Okay, so let me show you the output, how to write this math.random method. You can see here for random method also we will declare a class. I have named it library 3. You can give any other name. Then within the class we will declare the main method. Then within the main method same way we will declare one variable int space p equals to integer math.random. We will not provide any value here because random method generates the value. We will not mention any value and it automatically generates the value within the range 0. The value should be equal to 0 and less than 1. Okay, and the value we are printing here. Okay, so let me show you the output. Class compiled, no syntax error. Now right click on your class, click on void main, click on OK. You can see the output here 0. Okay, but it's not compulsory that always the output will be 0. While you are running the program, the output can be 0.1, 0.123, 0.5 or any value. Okay, so that is also a correct answer. Okay, so this is the purpose of random method and this is how you can easily use all these methods. So these are some more and mostly used library methods. Okay, so I hope now you can use all these methods and you will able to use any of these with any value. Okay, so until then stay tuned. Thank you everyone. Like and share the video and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the notification and more updates about the videos. Okay, and if you have any video suggestion, please mention it in the comment section below. Thank you.